Welcome to my first video in the series on how to train your narcissist. One of the biggest problems in the world today, and it has always been. In starting this video, which I'm very excited to begin this journey with you, I just want you to realize that we all have all the possible personality traits that exist within us, as in we all have varying degrees of narcissism within us. That doesn't mean that we are dominated by those personality traits. It just means that we all have the potential to be there. In understanding this, that can all be sinners, we can all be saints, and we choose which way we want to go, we are easily able to understand different personality types and how to direct them in such a way that we are able to understand and survive the negative traits of some of these other psychological disorders or diseases or disconnected sort of personality traits that other people exhibit towards us. Narcissism is something that is learnt, and it is, despite what many would say, it is curable because it comes in degrees. It's on a sliding scale. At its worst, it becomes almost aggressive or sadistical in its nature, but it's not on the deep end of the scale of sadism, and psychopaths are sort of in a different sort of genre of personality disorder. But I'm talking about the classic narcissist personality, which is really based on control, on ego control. In other words, that person is dominated by the outside world, controlling the outside world because they haven't developed any sense of control or direction of their inner world. At its basis, a narcissist would feel absolutely worthless. And it is from that point that they use the ego-based world, the outside world, in order to control situations and people around them and manipulate things in such a way that they can gain a sense of self-importance, a sense of control, where they really have no control over how they feel and how people respond to them and most of the situations in their life, because they only understand things in terms of the outer experience, which is completely counterintuitive. So narcissism is counterintuitive, but it is very much ego-based. What you do is, like you would take a cookie monster that is eating all your cookies. Once you take the cookie jar away from the cookie monster and you starve the cookie monster of those cookies that it so desperately needs, right? The cookie monster will either start eating something else, which is healthier and more palatable for you and for them, less toxic, or they'll just stop eating cookies completely and stop chasing the cookies. But that is the secret in training your narcissist. You have to disarm that part of the personality. Now, this is not meant to be a harmful process. You are literally sort of starving them with kindness, in a sense. You're taking away that part of, you're disarming that part of the personality so that the good part of the personality, and everybody has that good part, has to reveal itself. There may be some kicking and screaming along the way, but everybody has a little light that shines within them. And if they are not able to play that game because you have their number, they will have to evolve, or else they're going to be starved of any attention, any sort of love, any sort of normal, natural human emotion that the world has to offer them. They will leave, they will disappear, they will not be able to have any more power over you if you have starved that controlling aspect of themselves. At the end of the day, it's really about self-management, developing one's own EQ or emotional intelligence, but in a very non-harmful way. It is really just learning the tricks of the trade and understanding that personality type so that you don't get caught up in that web of narcissistic control. It's actually pretty easy to do, and with some practice, I hope that you'll enjoy going on this journey with me on how to train your narcissist. You'll have them wrapped around your finger. I'm the Inspirer, the one and only dynamic connection therapist. I show you the link between all things. Contact me to do sessions with me online and in person. Always remember, in your life you are naturally a connected being. And always, always, always keep the love alive.